Why be easy when you can just die? Woo! Woo! I'm Chewy Mew, and welcome back to Venom Month, where today we're going to be taking a look at another figure like last time that is not intrinsically Venom, but is symbiote related, and that is the ToyBiz animated series Doppelganger. He's not a symbiote, spoilers, but he was part of Carnage's team during the Maximum Carnage storyline, along with him, Demogoblin, Shriek, Carrion, and then Venom himself. I mean, Carnage, not Venom. Venom was there, but he was on Spider-Man's side trying to beat these bad guys. And I know this guy most notably for being in the video game for the SNES called Maximum Carnage, where there's a part when you fight him and Shriek at the same time. That is, he's a 5-inch figure, so you can see he's shorter than a 6-inch Spider-Man figure, which it might bug you a little bit. For me personally, it's okay. Like, I think if he was 6-inch, he should be like about maybe that tall. Like, if we move him back, he should be like about maybe 6.5 inches, maybe 7. Like, compared to Venom, yeah, he should be like maybe about like Venom's height. So he's smaller than 6-inch figures, but he's supposed to go with 5-inch figures. You can see that's a bit more appropriately sized, you know. Let's take a look at the face here. I think that face looks pretty cool. Granted, it's being made in the 90s, specifically 1996, Marvel made in China. The other foot says ToyBiz Incorporated. He isn't going to have the articulation or the sculpt and stuff or the paint like compared to 2000s era ToyBiz, but it's still painted pretty good. The tongue could be red. Pink looks kind of weird. The teeth are painted kind of cleanly, but there's no like detail. The eyes are also done pretty good. It's kind of like fly style eyes. That almost rhymes. Black outline. The eyes look pretty cool. The web lines on this, unfortunately, are kind of coming off on like the head and stuff. And you can see there the neck as well. He has this weird neck joint, which is pretty interesting for this figure. Spider logo there, which looks kind of similar to in the 90s cartoon. The web lines are painted well, but unfortunately some parts the paint is just chipping off here and there. But overall, it's painted pretty clean, and this guy is pretty ripped. Like you can see, bicep muscles are good, the thigh muscles are pretty cool. And this guy also does have the pins visible on the what's it called? On the hips or the legs there. On the back here, I will say that the back part, I don't know if this torso is blue that's painted black, or no, I don't know if this is blue that was painted red or red that's painted blue. If you look there inside the, you can kind of see it there on the back. It is red, so I think this torso piece is all red. And here, the blue doesn't quite match the legs. You can see, like, the butt compared to that. It looks pretty close, but it's, I don't know if you can see in the camera, but I think you might be able to, but it's not the same exact blue. It's slightly off, but on the front, it blends in way more. On the back, not as much. I also like the big spider logo that looks like the spider is kind of upside down. We've got a Spider-Man Classic Series 1 Spider-Man here, and you can see, compared to like a more traditional spider logo compared to his, it's the legs are more spiky, pointed down, and the spider logo looks cool. Now, I don't know how accurate this is to the comic books, because I know he was in the cartoon, but whether it's accurate or not, it doesn't matter, because it looks pretty cool, you know. Unfortunately, there are some like paint blemishes here and there, and some paint is coming off, which is unfortunate. On the feet as well, he's got like really big calf muscles there. He's very ripped, but unfortunately the paint is coming off in sections. Now, another thing I want to point out is this figure came out after the ToyBiz 6-arm Spider-Man, and the 6-arm Spider-Man, he had like the similar, like his legs were out, or his arms were out like this, but his top arm was the only one that could move, and then the two bottom arms were like all connected to his arms. So when you move them, all three arms would move together. He did have elbow joints, which this guy doesn't, but this guy has the arms that are all individual, so you can move them on their own. But yeah, so the pin, you can't put it on the figure or anything. Like, you could, like, clip it to his hands here or something, I don't know. But that pin it's not really the most useful. Let's take a look at the articulation here. Like I said, he has a weird neck articulation. Excuse me. His head looks up all the way, so if you get him crawling down like this, he looks straight, like straight forward. The arms all rotate. The top arms have, they definitely have the most range because they're at the top, and those are good. The middle arms, they rotate as well, but they don't hit the top arm, but they do hit the bottom one. The same thing on this one, and then the bottom arm, this one has, you can rotate it this way, but you can't, it doesn't have like a ton of range, and this one, same thing as well. So all the arms have a swivel, which is pretty cool. It'd be nice if he had like elbow joint, but as far as the legs go, they kick up super crazy high, all the way up. That's really good. They go back surprisingly decent. And then he has a single, or no, he can do the splits. So boom, all the way perfect splits in the 90s. And Hasbro still can't do splits on their figures. And then you get a single bend in the knee, which has also pretty good range. So he has low posability, but the range in the joints is really good. Like these hip joints have super good range. The neck has like really good range because he can look all the way down. He can't look, or all the way up. He can't look down. Like he can only look straight forward. But up is what you want him to do because he's going to be like down on not all fours, all eights then. Even though he doesn't have an ab crunch, he can still get into like this pose, that's a pretty cool looking pose, you know? You get his legs to stand up straight, but that's a pretty cool looking pose. But either way, that's all for this review. Personally, I really like this figure. Let me know what you think about it. If you like this video, you know, let me know. And I will see you guys next day of Venom Month. And if you want to see more Venom Month stuff, and also not Venom related reviews, like I got some new Spider-Man figures here, like this guy that I'll be reviewing soon. If you want to see those things, you know, be sure to subscribe so you can see those. And I will see you guys in the next day of Venom Month and or a review. Wow.